Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
Now that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds like
nonsense.
nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's gonna sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
no.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this. Hello? Is anyone
Yo.
there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hello.
My eyes are just so drawn to something
Oh, shit.
so gorgeous in the room.
This
Obviously, there's Courtney, the lovely
Aw,
Courtney.
Thank you.
But
Yes,
Will, knocking it out of the
Ladies
park
and
before
gentlemen.
the year ends. Well done, son.
This,
Did you get that for Christmas?
I am wearing a fitted camouflage
Camouflage.
L.A. Dodger hat.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
You got-
And Jeff
Two
even,
in the kiss vault.
two in the kiss ball. Jeff even went to go get his camouflage. How do you say it?
Camouflage.
Camouflage.
L.A. hat, and now we're both wearing it, and that is what I'm wearing. Now, you do know that I am a San Francisco Giants fan,
Right.
so I should be melting right now.
So what happened? Where's the big change?
Well, I mean,
You found the Lord.
I found the blue. Somebody got it for me, and I am wearing it, and it fits perfect, and
It's
I
a nice
like
looking
it.
hat.
And now it looks
I'm
like
boning up over here. I know this is a podcast and you can't see it, but I'm boning
I gotta say, I didn't even notice.
I know.
up. Hey, that's a little insulting.
And the second
Oh.
you got on and you saw me, the second
I know. Jeff
Yeah.
noticed right away.
right away, I forgot I was even wearing it. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah. So,
So I'm wearing an LA Dodgers hat.
he's
Well, happy Sunday, everyone.
full
Happy
bone.
Sunday.
Happy
Yeah.
Sunday.
Speaking of boners,
Yes.
I don't know. I heard this, and I don't know if it's true or not. I'm gaining a lot of weight now.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I'm fat too. Don't worry.
So the question goes to you then, Mr. Will. Do you think that your dick gets smaller as you get fatter?
No,
No?
it just goes up and inside you more.
You have to push down the fupa,
The fupa.
and then
yes.
it's still the same size.
Yeah, I mean,
The optical illusion.
it's definitely optical illusion. It definitely returns,
Returns? I don't know.
reinverts, sucks up inside your gut, and
Oh,
So some-
rechurts. I like that. I like that word.
returns. Yeah. Anyways, and then you can just, you don't even have to point over the toilet bowl. You just kind of have to just squat, and just sit, and just let it dribble out. Let it dribble out.
Oh, the visual of that was really good. I got lightheaded.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Well, okay. We are the Sounds Like Nonsense podcast, everyone. For people who may not have ever heard us before, we mostly talk about music, not
Yes.
was it inverted dick? I don't know.
Well, I mean, we do talk about nonsense. That's why.
Jesus.
That's why we
that
call
was
it.
okay. And yeah, what we're gonna do each week is we're gonna feature bands and artists you may or may not have heard of. So who's ready for some new fucking music?
Let's
I
do it.
am.
Let's go.
All right, who we got going?
So this week we have Age Brigade with their song Masculinity. And then we also have the Back Nine, Curse of the Man-Child. We also have the Discarded, 24 Hours, and we will have an interview with them as well. And then we are going to do, instead of doing a vault song, number 4, we're actually just going to do another song from the Back Nine because Jeb couldn't decide which one he liked. He liked them both.
Yeah, so there you go.
One-nighter,
Vault.
no fighter.
Na 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 boo boo. Stick your head doo doo. I do what I want. I was like, do I want this one or this one? I was like, fuck it, I'm playing both because I want to. So there's that. Yeah. So how was everyone's week? For people listening, what I guess we're gonna be after New Year's. That'll have
Yes.
happened.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Glad it's 2021. Speaking to
2021.
the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
2020 sucked.
I mean, I haven't seen. Last we got together was Christmas Eve. So what did Santa bring you guys? Anything standing out? Jeff, you want to go first?
No.
Did he come and steal the sleeves from your shirt? I mean, what
No,
happened?
I think he got his tattoo.
No, I just put some, well, speaking of dicks, I put some CBD on my arm because of my shoulder,
Yeah,
and then I peed.
Ooh.
because
I
of
thought
the,
I'd rinsed off my hands, but it's a little tingly. So, Will, I don't know if it's the hat. I'm not sure what it is, but you got me tingling, bro.
Will's glasses fogged.
My glasses fogged up on that
That's
one.
so fucking
Another
funny.
one in the kiss vault.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, my
Lord.
goodness.
So what about you, Courtney?
I got a snowboard.
Yes, you did. Who
I
brought that
did.
for you?
Oh, that's right.
Jeb got that for me, and I'm very excited about it. And I also got an Apple Watch
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
from my mother-in-law. So
that's very neat. Is that why you had to mention? Should I turn off my
yeah,
Apple
because
Watch?
I was like, oh man, it dings all the time. I don't even know what the dings are for. So I'm like, I gotta turn
Still
it off.
learning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I got our snowboard 2 days before that. She came into the living room crying, "We're not going snowboarding this year." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah,
I really nailed it.
yeah. Wow. But you are going snowboarding this year.
Of course, we're fucking
Yeah.
going. We were going into. I just let her vent.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went snowboarding?
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah, it was last February.
yeah, February. Yeah.
Right before everything shut down.
Right.
Yeah. I think it was the very end of February too.
Yeah, it was for both of our birthdays. I think we did a week in Mammoth for like right in between our birthdays or something like that.
Some shit like that. I don't know. So we're going back.
Yep.
You're gonna go back and do that? I'm not fucking doing that shit.
Well, you're going to Mammoth, but you're not gonna go.
That's right, I'm
You're
gonna
not
go-
gonna try to
I'm gonna
snowboard or
I'm not gonna try any of that. No, I'm gonna get a snowmobile. I could do that.
There you
I
go.
like having fun. I get a little free pass to go up to Shillelagh or whatever the fuck it's called,
Yeah.
and
the top one.
go up to the top,
Cool.
have a beer, go back down.
Well, I don't know that you'll have to be able to have a beer
Go
anymore up
bowling.
there.
There's a good brewery there. There's things that I'd like to do that.
All
I'll
right.
just cruise around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wrote some songs last time you went. Maybe you'll write
But
some
the
more
last
this
two
time.
times I went there, I wrote songs,
Mm-hmm.
and actually I wrote a new song this week.
Wow.
Oh, look at
Surprise! A full song.
Really?
Holiday themed?
Oh, it's about Courtney.
Oh,
Aw.
jeez.
This would I have to deal with.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why you didn't get told.
That's
So what was
We're
your?
gonna talk about this in the car on the way home.
You're gonna get body slammed.
yeah.
What about you, Will? What was your favorite gift or
Well-
worst gift? Favorite and worst?
Here's the deal. Remember, I got drunk and I bought a car.
Yeah.
That was my Christmas gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well.
So what I also got was a cover for my car,
Oh, cool.
which is custom made because the car is literally 45 feet long. I don't know. I'm making
Right.
that up. And so I got a car cover. So nothing very interesting, but
Well,
I'm very happy that yes. I mean, I got my car, so I'm
Yeah.
very happy about
That's
that.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeff, you got a best worst gift scenario?
No. I've got best because it's the only one I've opened so far. I've still got a few more to go.
Nice.
Were you just
I just
stretching them
figured
out?
I'd take my time. Yeah.
That's weird.
And because it seems to piss off family members.
Right? That's a little weird way to be mean to people. I don't get it.
Delay their generosity.
Yeah.
But my mom hooked me up.
Oh.
She got me a gift certificate for the yoga studio I'm going to.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
500.
Oh.
Whoa.
Sweet.
So your boy's going to do some private classes.
You can do some
Oh, very
stretches
cool.
on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Get a-
dude.
Create my own playlist. So get an hour of Radiohead in a hot room and I get somebody telling me what to do. I love it.
And you're gonna get to try to do your headstand.
Well, that's gonna be before and after of your ass. Right?
Yeah, I'm in.
I mean, right? Before and after.
Ass shots? Did I hear you right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Of
yeah.
your ass. Want to after $500 worth of yoga and private section? I want that ass tight.
I'll get right on it. I will inform my instructor. Hey, we've got an agenda. We've got some goals here.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Have him take or her take the photo.
Yes.
Is that inappropriate?
Yeah. Very
Probably.
appropriate, yes.
Do it. Oh fuck. Well,
Anyways.
And you got.
What about you, Jeb?
I got hooked up. I got a lot of stuff. I kind of did the same thing as Will and bought my own presents. You know, I got all my scuba stuff. I had to get that XXX wetsuit and just stuff for that. And that had racked up. But Courtney still, dude, she still got me records and
Really?
Which
shirts.
records? Which records? You said they better
Which
be.
records?
Oh, dude, Get Dead, Green Star by Pears.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Flatliners, the Cavalcade, or however you say it. Actually,
Wow.
I'm wearing that shirt.
Cool.
It's cold in here. And then I got a Flatliners like outtake double vinyl thing too.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was rad. I never know what to call it. Album, like it seems like I started calling everything albums. Like, oh, they put out an album, even though it kind of feels like that means vinyl, but it doesn't mean. I don't think it means vinyl anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Isn't
don't
that a
think it
weird
does
one?
Anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I mean, when you say that, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't go to thinking of a record.
Yeah, like our friend Graham is putting out a new album.
Right.
I would say that. I don't know if he's putting it on vinyl or not, but
Right,
it seems like album is the
yeah.
correct term.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then the worst gift I got was a shitty little note in my stocking from this one over here.
Uh-oh.
She
What?
said, shouldn't have bought your own stuff or whatever.
Well, okay, so no, because I got
Yes.
a theme. I got a theme of everything. 'Cause what I was going to get him was I was going to pay that tattoo artist that he wanted to finish off his tattoo with the alligator and all that kind of stuff. So I found on Etsy this nutcracker that was a crocodile nutcracker, and it's like a vintage thing. And
I
so
meant to bring that in.
yeah, I was gonna put I was making a theme, so I put Bigfoot things in there just to signify his tattoo, but I was gonna put wand bucks in there. So
Tell
that
me you put a big steaming shit at the bottom of his stocking, please.
no, I didn't. But in the alligator's mouth, I was like, well, this should have been some money for your tattoo, but
Oh.
But fuck you, yeah.
pretty much.
Well,
I got two outstanding gifts. Riley got me this huge Red City radio blanket.
really?
Super nice blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, because we lay around on the couch or whatever. We have a couch blanket, so it's kind of like that. And it just drives me crazy, so it's perfect.
No, Red City. No, I would think of the band actually putting out blankets.
I know it's weird,
merch,
huh? It's a weird merch item.
But it
It's,
works.
it's fucking cool. It's really nice.
You got it hanging in the backyard drying already?
No, why would it be wet?
Because you've had it for a few days.
I'm
You're an
laying it,
animal.
just sweat through it.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever fluids.
Don't laugh. I've had those nights, many nights where I just sweat through a lot of blankets
Yeah, for sure.
because I'm fat. Go on.
Oh, that's one that
No,
you got to pull out.
it's an
Yeah.
actual fact. I'm human.
But
I have
you
brown
said it
hair. The
multiple
sky is
times.
blue. I am that. That is true.
Look at Courtney.
Scooby Doo.
Okay.
Boo-doo-doo.
It's up to you guys whether you make him pull or
what
not.
I want you to do.
That's not bad.
What-
That's a
stop
beautiful
it.
thing.
What I want you to do is I want you to read the calendar.
Yep, flip the calendar.
I already flipped it, so just read the calendar thing that's on there.
Ready for you.
It's ready for you.
Okay.
A drive-through.
January 2nd. We all get the same 365 days. The only difference is what we do with them. Who's writing this? Hillary DiPiano.
That's a fake name.
No, it's not.
We all get the same 365 days. The only difference, the only difference, nothing else. The only difference is what you do with them.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah, man. I feel better. After. Oh, fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
So,
So I was glad to get this blanket because we use our Christmas blankets year round. I fucking hate it.
yeah.
It's like the green and the red thing with snowman and shit. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking July. Why do we have these
Such
stupid
a
blankets?
thoughtful gift. I wonder where.
Why do you have a
got that
blanket
idea
in
from.
July?
Courtney. Well, because it's fucking cold, dude. It gets cold at night up here in the valley.
It does, and yeah. So I'm retiring a couple of our Christmas blankets.
Thank God.
Yeah. So, anyways.
And then our friend Mike Taylor, dude, he got me this killer knife made it from recycled skateboards from Barousse. You can go on check his website out, BAROUSSE, I believe. And he's got all kinds of stuff like I got coasters and bottle opener and but this really really fucking nice knife. So new favorite knife gonna be used. I think that's
And
my
they're
favorite gift.
recycled skateboards that have actually been used, from I think pros,
Yeah, he's got killer stuff that he builds out of it, pens and all kinds of shit.
all sorts of things. And so that was really cool
Here's
because it
one
was
poster.
a small business artist.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So that was really cool.
Very cool.
Excellent. And then so Will, did you get that postcard, the weird postcard in the mail?
I haven't checked the mail for weeks.
I don't think he did because he's not in our area.
In
I think it
Solvang?
only.
So this look familiar to you at all?
No.
Jeff, can you see that from where you're at? I know we don't have the other camera set up. That
I
is
can
it.
absolutely see it. I just can't figure out what it is.
It's
but I see him holding
Jesus.
something
Looks
up.
like he's kick flipping across over a mobile home, and there's a witch riding a broom and over the moon. And some woman has paid to send these out. These are nice. This is like
It's a
cardstock,
color.
full color.
Yeah.
This is expensive. Prepaid postage. She spent thousands.
Bulk
Is what
rate,
I'm getting
yep.
at. And I think that you need to read this, Will, for everyone, because this is the craziest fucking thing I may have ever gotten in the mail.
What?
Yeah,
All your
Yes.
neighbors got it?
Well, so I think so. Matt, who listens to the podcast, he got it, and so I think
Yeah.
in our specific area,
Matt?
Yeah, I think it was Solving that got it. That's the
Yeah.
way it looks, because some other people are posting on the local page about it.
Oh,
And
you went to your neighborhood site. They're talking about it.
nope, they're not.
They're
That's
not.
kind of how it got all brought up.
I had to search in one of the swap ones.
Yeah. So
So Jesus is actually a female.
Yes.
it's a female Jesus.
It's a female Jesus with a Harry Potter looking dude as the witch
Right.
in the moon. She's surfing the cross over a trailer,
Yeah.
a mobile home.
Yeah.
This is nuts, people.
Well, read it. That's what you get. This is the crazy part. This might take just a couple minutes here, but
I'll be as good as I can be. This is going to Solving, California residents near Atterdag Village, blah, blah, blah road. First, my mother, Grace Cararli, is in hospice there. She's not expected to live long. My father and abuser, Jim Cararli, won't permit a goodbye to reach her. Jim was violent towards Grace in the past. Holy crap.
We're
dude,
gonna have
already
to- we're
right
gonna
out
have
of the
to-
gate.
We're gonna have to punch some names here.
No, I don't think so. She sent it out to everybody.
but not to the whole country.
Well,
well, welcome aboard.
I don't think
Courtney,
Multiple countries, by the way, Courtney.
yeah, this is bigger than just the United States.
I know.
We're touching all continents.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, keep going though. This is awesome.
First, my mother, Grace, is in the hospice there. She is not expected to live long. My father, an abuser, Jim, won't permit a goodbye to reach her. Jim was violent towards Grace in the past. That ended long ago. But he continues to control every aspect of her life. So, get this to her if you can find a way. I've been through enough, and I deserve closure. Holy shit.
This is crazy.
Second, if Jim relocates after Grace's passing, I'd like to know. It might be to Austin, Texas.
I'd
Third,
like to meet you.
third, there's a book. I hope to make it useful. You'll find drafts totaling 150 pages on the website hagisHell.com or Christfollower.me. See
Can
the
I get those again, please?
I feel like they're
Hag as hell.
Yeah.
Hag?
HAGGISHELL.com.
Thank you.
Be careful. That might be some malware shit.
I have no idea.
Or Christfollower.me. See the Easter 2020 post for the 157-page part. There's a contact as well. I'm seeking input. Well, this person's nuts.
Oh yeah, you got to get down kind of towards the bottom there where she's going off. We'll post this on our.
If
page.
God exists, he'd dismiss you. But he's just weaponized prop to you. Jeez. Do you ever notice how God always wanted you to do what you wanted to do instead of the other way around? There is no God to be found around you. I'll add that you did work hard in life, and I respected that. And you showed me promise as an artist. You should have done more than dabble in art. However, you were also cold, self-absorbed, mocking, racist, and shallow. God says, hooray to that. Oh, hurrah. I deserve better than Jim. I deserve better than Jim. You
We all do.
Yes. With that, this
This
poor
is
lady.
this gets.
This is nuts. I deserve better than Jim. You and the Shamblers that are my brothers. Am I reading this right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Ken Carali, VIP of Amazon.
This is true.
Tom, VP of Hanger.
Uh-huh.
Scott, Potato of God.
That's a great title.
Yes. Oh,
I
That
wasn't.
might be the name of the episode.
Yeah, it is right there.
Scott Potato of God.
I wasn't put here to be a wastebasket. I was used as. That's really what the sentence was. I really was. I wasn't put here to be a wastebasket. I was used as.
Yes.
I should have been allowed to have a life. What do you and the others did to me in 2012 was wrong. There is no crime more serious than the rape of the law. Goodbye, Grace, and good riddance. And on a positive note, I promise to look after things after you're gone.
That is insane. I know you were skipping around just a little bit there, so we'll post that.
Yeah,
How fucking
Beautiful
crazy.
rendering, Will. Thank
well,
you.
thank you, but I mean, I really need you to look at this, okay?
Yeah, you get that photo alone just is like it really grabs your attention.
Oh, shit.
This person's out of their fucking mind.
Yeah.
But
So-
it was, I mean, the printer had to like.
The printer's
proofread
like, "Are you
that.
sure?"
I know, like, there's so many different steps to get that to.
And like she starts mentioning the VPs and stuff. We Googled those names, and that she's right.
They're real
I don't know how
people.
they're affiliated or whatever.
I don't know. Really,
How do we know she's female?
I
Oh,
I
don't know. That
but,
was like,
but like they're real people. So like if you Google them, they're real people. So yeah, it's just
yeah.
super strange.
that was a gem. That was a nice little something to get.
So yeah.
Oh shit! So real quick, I mean, it is gonna be the new year coming up. Do we want to try to hit a little bit of the best worst? I got 3 questions that we can get to real quick, and then play our
Okay.
first song. All right, cool.
Sure.
So, what was the show that you missed, concert, whatever that you had planned that you really wanted to go to? What was the one? And then on that same one, which did you get to go see last year? We only had a couple months, but what did you get to go see, and what did you really want to go see?
I really wanted to go to Punk Rock Bowling this year. It was going to be epic. Like
Yeah.
it was going to be so good. I know there was a lot of ska this year, but I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What was that? The cat, not the cat one. But
Jaya the Cat?
Jaya the Cat.
Fuck,
like
dude,
I was looking really
super
forward
fired
to
up on
seeing
that, yeah.
So that's the one I missed.
Yep, me too. That was gonna be a good one. But what was your favorite show that you got to go see? Do you even remember?
In February, January. I mean, last year was crazy for us. So we
saw a lot of
saw
shows.
a lot of shows. So like I don't remember that we saw any this year before the lockdown. But last year in general, like I mean, I gotta say my favorite was the 2 days Foo Fighters in
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Wow,
crazy.
that must have been amazing.
That's not a bad choice.
No,
Right.
that was fucking
was
awesome.
epic.
Yeah, we got treated really cool. I'll tell you one that you're forgetting it because it was actually in 2020
Oh,
and
was
it was
it?
Dead Kennedys and Good Riddance with 88 Fingers
that
Louie.
was a good one.
And that was at the Madonna Inn.
That was in 2020?
I think that was in January, yeah.
Is Jello with them still?
No,
no.
this other guy's been there for like 20 years. It's fine, you know. It's nostalgia. They're great, you know. It's Dead Kennedys, but you know, it will always feel a little less than without, which is unfortunate. Maybe they should try writing new songs. I don't know.
Right.
You sing someone else's songs for 20
If
years.
they
it
wanted to
feels
write
weird.
new songs, they would have done that by now.
Right? Yeah. So I don't know, but
Had a few decades.
Good Riddance put out a fucking banger the year before, so they were still touring that, and that was really good. And then the Living End played too. I'm not a huge fan.
That was a really cool show because it was like in an auditorium, just like back in the day, like
Yeah.
when you were going to shows at schools and stuff. You know, like it was really cool.
And then we had a couple shows that like we were gonna go see, and this was right at the shutdown.
Literally like
St.
we were about to
Patrick's
drive.
Day, we had passes for Mad Caddies and Flog and Molly at like Palladium or Forum or wherever the fuck it was.
Yep.
So that one would have been awesome. And then I also had passes for Circle Jerks and Adolescents in Ventura. Our buddy Ian was going to hook us up with that one.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to one of those episodes, episode 6 or 7 or something that we did. So, those are mine. What about you, Will? Who'd you get to see, or who did you want to go see?
Oh,
I mean, because you're doing that Flog and Molly thing with
I
us.
was going with you to Flogging Molly. That would have been a lot of fun, and especially an Irish Day or Scottish.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. That would have been a really epic thing to see. And what I'm gonna have to say that I missed. I really don't go to shows very much. It's kind of sad. I missed going out and seeing a lot of my friends. I guess you know, because everything right now is absolutely shut down. Everything. So.
Did you see anything? Well, you said that you don't go to shows a lot. So January, February, you didn't really go to shows or anything?
I haven't seen anything.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
What about you, Jeff?
I got a few. Let's see who I didn't get to go see in no particular order. I missed Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, I had tickets for that.
dang.
Burt Kreischer,
Oh.
Yep.
which is I still have tickets to. That's now like February of this year. I think it's been moved back to September now.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I still got tickets. Pretty
Right.
super close.
But did Rage Against the Machines not postponed? Like, did they not reschedule? Oh.
No.
No, like no one really can still. I mean, no one really
They're
knows.
talking about getting back. Actually, they are rescheduled because I found out that tickets went on sale and sold out again.
Fuck.
Dang.
Aren't their tickets really expensive? They're like
Yes,
$100,
they are now. Yeah.
or even more than that, or something like that.
Yeah, everyone was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rage Against the Machine with your $400 ticket.
Yeah.
Did I mention Tom York?
Nope.
Yeah, so he does his own DJ thing. He's
Yeah.
just a wild genius. I just got to be there when he's doing whatever.
Right.
And King Crimson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was really looking forward to that one.
People really like some King Crimson. I have never seen the,
Check out Red.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out. Yeah.
It's really good. It's prog rock. It's just out there. It is way, way out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm going to do one more. Okay, unless, Will.
No.
Well, and
Just
then
one
I've
more.
got-
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Will. I mean,
Two that I did see that I can remember.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if this one was late 2019, but I saw Dave Chappelle
ooh.
and I saw Tim and Eric.
Oh, cool.
They lived up to. I didn't know what to expect, but they were exactly what I was expecting.
They got to have like props and shit, right? And stage.
Nonsense wildness.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool. Yep.
Yeah, no,
Sweet. I'm going to just do one last question because I want to get to our first song here. And this one's going to be real generic. What was the best thing that happened last year, and what was the worst thing that happened?
Well, there's so many worse things. It's unreal.
To you,
Oh,
specifically.
to me.
Mm-hmm. 2020, best and worst.
Best and worst.
Anybody? Courtney, you want to jump in on this?
I'll answer on behalf of Will and myself. The
Yeah.
Dodgers winning the World Series.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Touche. Yes. That would be it.
Yeah.
The best thing, I think. I mean, it's hard because I still, we're essential workers, and most of the people that I work with. So it's not like we stopped working or anything, but it does feel like the pressure of having to do so much was lessened in the way of like having everything to do every weekend and all that kind of stuff. Like, it just felt like as a culture, we just were like, oh, okay, there's just a lot less pressure to go as much as we were doing.
You slowed down a little bit, is what you're saying.
Slow down, yeah.
Interesting. What about you, Will?
Mine, my uncle died, my dog died, all that stuff. But as far as that goes, I want to say that that was probably pretty shitty of the year. But what's the best thing, and I'm not trying to be cornball, is the fact that what you were kind of going with is the essential workers, and the fact that even though there is shitball of humanity, the fact that people are willing to risk their lives every moment to
Right.
protect humanity is probably one of the best parts of 2020.
Yeah.
Sure.
It takes a disgusting disease virus to prove that there is still humanity in us, and I think that's the best and the worst. That's mine.
Okay, that's good.
I-
And breathe.
And breathe.
Jeff, what about you?
The scare on the toilet paper run at the beginning of it all.
Ooh.
That was terrifying. Created some awesome memes.
Yeah.
I'm still resting on my toilet paper that I got way back when.
Yeah, I think everyone's should be stocked up by now on toilet paper.
Well, I got a bidet now, so it's just
It's a bidet.
a bidet.
Yeah, you need a.
Talk to me, Will.
And is it the warm water one or is
No.
yeah,
It's really, really cold. In fact, it gets so cold I get brain freeze
through your nuts.
through my balls, through the asshole. Actually, the asshole gets so cold it gives me head brain.
It gives you head brains.
It gives me head brain bad.
But halfway through,
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
if you've been working hard, you can always just get up and take a shot of water,
Yeah,
and it's refreshing.
that is true. It is.
Well, I have a photo of you.
Please don't show that photo.
Don't show it.
No.
Okay.
That's a terrible photo.
All right. Well, there you go. You
Well,
want his ass
another-
photo.
Another positive thing is that we actually started this podcast.
Well, that was my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. But go ahead.
Well, because I don't know. no, you messed me up. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just say my worst one's not being able to play music. That has been so fucking hard
With
'cause
other
it's
people.
Yeah. It's such a stress reliever for me because I scream and yell, and I usually write songs like "fuck you," "I'm mad," "boo hoo,"
Right.
and scream real loud about it, and that feels really good if you can do that once or twice a week.
Yeah.
Nice and therapeutic. And
That's a good point.
I don't get to do that at all. And I haven't even been really writing songs and stuff, so that was probably the worst part. And the best part was filling the void of that with this. So,
Well,
so yeah, there it is.
that's nice.
Courtney already said that.
I know, but she's a fucking trifling little.
Whoa!
Hey.
Sorry. I'll take one out of the
We need to
kiss.
play some music.
I'm going to play some music. This one's called Masculinity. Listening to that and first thing in the morning, that'll get you going.
That was oops, okay. The Middle Age Brigade. No, I went too far on the phone. And that is a 4-piece punk rock band from Frostburg, MD. I believe that's Maryland, right?
You're really good at that.
I'm just
yes,
I'm
Maryland.
telling
Yeah,
you.
the song was Masculinity.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you're listening to this podcast, like I said, first thing in the morning, that should have been a big jolt right there.
That's a
right.
good one.
Get you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Mask, M-A-S-K.
yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Dash Linity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they're in Maryland.
Yes.
Yep. And retractions, revisions. I'm sorry for calling you a beep.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Thank
so
you.
nice.
Covered.
You're so
All's good
sweet.
now.
Oh gosh. Anyone else have some retractions?
I was thinking that you could also retract that we can do the other question in between other segments. You can kind of
Sure.
extend out best and worst. I've got a question too to add.
Okay. You want to do it now? Add it.
No,
Okay. Of course
Okay.
you don't.
I have
I'll put it out there so you can think about it.
Oh.
You have a standout song from the podcast, something that was new to you,
Ooh.
Yes.
That,
Good one.
you enjoyed.
Yeah. A guardrail for me.
Yeah.
That one because I'd never heard of those guys. And then I even got guardrail merch for Christmas.
Wow.
Courtney bought merch from a lot of these
That's
bands that we've been playing.
Way to support
I got some
local.
24-hour Bigfoot attack stuff.
I saw my sticker over here.
Yeah. Yep. So
great.
Anybody else have a favorite song?
There's so many of the new bands that we've been listening to on here that I can't think of something off the top of my head, but I
Whoa.
don't know.
I mean,
An
favorite.
interview with Handsome Keith, Lecce.
Oh.
Still one of my favorite songs. Yeah, that song. That's 2020 for me.
Yeah, you said it was at the top of your
One of my
Spotify list.
Yeah.
What about you, Will?
That's just a good album. Check
Will's
'em
never
out.
even heard any of the music we play
Oh
on here.
no, I think guardrail.
Guardrail too? You're
Mhm.
such a
I-
fucking.
I think that's mine. I like them.
Okay.
I'll have to think about mine when you're talking about specific songs. I don't know.
But-
But
Throw a couple. What jumps out at you? Go.
I don't know because we've
It's
had
hard when you're on
so
the
many
spot.
bands. We've
Yeah.
had so many bands that are really
There's
awesome.
Guardrail, you're safe.
No, I don't. I mean, I really do like Guardrail, and I really liked our interview with them. But I don't want to say that just because
Well,
Jeb
I mean,
did.
for me, dude, I mean, that Get Dead album, you know, that Get
Yeah.
Dead, that first song, Disrupted or whatever, that song is so fucking good. Yeah, that song, I love that. I love that album. I probably listened to that fucking album 50 times by now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just get stuck. I have to absorb it completely, I guess. And then I'll never
Nothing wrong
listen
with
to it.
that.
It'll take like a decade of not listening to it.
Yeah, right.
So retraction for me is that, well, not retraction, I guess revision. So I had mentioned last week that the first time that I met Jeb and Will, I didn't like them.
Yes.
And I wanted to, I
remember.
just wanted to be true. I knew that you did. So I wanted to be fully transparent and be like, I totally understand that I come off wrong to some people as well. So like, I just want to say, well, like, you're not the only one. I have RBF, resting bitch face, and if I'm not intentional about smiling or
You might
having
even
like
have ABF, active bitch face.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Zing!
That's a good one. I've never heard of that, but yeah.
Active
Courtney
bitch
was
face.
just there.
Yeah.
But if I don't consciously smile, or like even when we were playing music, Jeb had mentioned this in a previous podcast.
Yeah.
Like I have to think about having a pleasant
Yeah.
look on my face. Otherwise, it looks like I'm scowling or mad.
With the punk band, it doesn't matter, right? But then when we were doing the bluegrass thing, and like we played some weddings and did shit like that, people were like, "You look like you're miserable," and I'm like, "I wasn't miserable. I was just playing the mandolin. It's not like I was having a fucking awesome time or anything." But like,
Right.
I was like, I wasn't mad. So then we would purposely. Like I would look at her, and if I saw she wasn't smiling, I'd smile at her, and she'd know that, and she'd smile back, and people were like, "Look at them, they're adorable." They think we were just
Johnny and June Cash.
yeah,
It was
but
Let's hire them again.
it was our little inside joke. Like we are not smiling.
I
We're
know.
supposed to.
Yeah.
when it was great because Courtney would put on a really nice dress, just have a look, and we all looked. The rest of us looked fairly tattered.
Yeah, I had a mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
anyway.
Yeah, but-
anyways, I just want to, and I'm also super quiet because I get overwhelmed in big groups. So unless it's like a very small group situation, like I get super overwhelmed. Small talk is not like, I'm not good at it. I have a hard time pulling up words from my brain of like, I know what I'm
I
trying
have
to
that
say.
problem,
I know,
too.
that's what I'm saying. But you
That's why we
just-
got on a podcast. We're
Yeah.
perfect for each other.
I know, right? Ugh.
Jeez.
But anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to mention that like I also have social things when I first meet people.
Well, when you laugh really hard. And what? When you laugh really well.
Okay.
And I like looking at your face when you laugh.
Nice.
Okay?
All right.
You make me happy.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
I'm gonna
What
need
about
it.
when she's not laughing, Will?
I got a couple ones
Yeah.
right
It's
here.
terrifying.
I know.
So we talked about AARP. Jeff, I feel like you're fucking up, buddy. You qualify for some pretty neat stuff, dude.
What?
Yeah, it's for people over 50, right? And
Oh.
it's free to join, bud. And you get some rewards, activity. Heck, if you're an AARP member, you'll earn points 50% faster. So you got that going for you.
Points for what?
are these
15%,
benefits?
15% off at Denny's all over the place.
Oh, you son of a
Whoa.
bitch.
10% off
Go.
Outback Steakhouse. So you got that. It's really nice. You can get discounts on your homeowner's insurance.
Ooh.
That one actually is not bad.
Old
But-
person discount. Talk to me.
You can also get a phone plan for $9.95 a month from Jitterbug. You old
The big,
Everybody's
big
a piece
buttons.
of-
The big phone mom.
How do you know about Jitterbug?
I have some old people in my family.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to use it
Okay.
unsuccessfully.
yeah,
Oh,
my grandma won't
God.
do it either. So there's that. And then I had talked about getting my dad kicked off.
Yeah.
Right? Did I talk about the people that kicked him off
Turned out.
turned out to be molesters?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
And I don't think I mentioned that on
you
here.
did not.
So
Your
so
dad getting kicked off what? Go back?
So I got my dad kicked off the neighborhood watch by stealing his Playboys out of the trash and giving them to
Yep,
the other
yep.
kids in the neighborhood. And then the guy whose house that they would host it in, and the guy who they talked to that said, "Sorry, you're not welcome anymore," had been fucking his teenage daughter.
You're.
I am not
no.
lying. I'll tell you his name right now.
No.
Yep. No.
Whoa.
Man, when a child molester doesn't allow you in your house. Jesus.
I know. So that was pretty bad. My brother was over there all the time fixing cars and stuff with him, so pretty sure he was molested. Okay, so then also...
Something something
I'm
that
just
you
kidding.
just joke about.
I'm half kidding. So
Oh,
I got a
God.
little ghost update for the studio too.
I do want to hear about this. This is fantastic.
And this happens from time to time, and I've talked about it, but Courtney witnessed it today.
Okay.
So this huge speaker that is behind you,
Right.
I looked over, and it's not on. When we do the podcast, I just use my monitors, not the big PA system. So, because I could understand like bass or something maybe was
Sure,
the force
sure.
behind it, but it just started swinging, right? Like this. But I have a chandelier hanging right here by a chain, so it's not
'Cause we
something
always
on the
look
roof.
for-
It's not an earthquake, because
Yeah,
that
we
would
look
be
for earthquake.
that would be swinging
signs.
way easier in this heavy ass fucking thing that's all clamped in.
Oh, right above my head. Great.
No,
No, it's not.
I
above
know.
your head.
I know. But Courtney, you saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, look at the speaker, and she was like, what? I was like, look at the speaker. Why is it moving? And it's just swinging.
It
Like
was
someone just
crazy.
walked by and it's
Pushed
heavy.
it.
But what's really interesting is that it's really tight.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah, it's up there.
It's like, is it movable?
Yeah, you can move it if you wouldn't touch it.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's swinging like that. That's about the way it was moving. How the fuck does that do that out of nowhere?
A ghost.
Ghost.
It's the only explanation.
Only explanation.
Wow. So that's creepy.
Yeah. So anyone else get retraction revision, or should I get into?
You're just moving along.
I got stuff to do, man. I got
right,
I
well.
got things.
We just went from a ghost to what? Peanut butter jelly sandwich now?
Kind of Cookie Monster is where I was going to get into.
Really?
Talk to me.
All right.
So I'm going punk of the week here.
Oh.
His name is Fake Nate. We don't know his actual name, but what this guy did, this is so genius. Jeff, I think this is right up your alley here. So this guy, Nate, supposedly the owner of this building, hires this guy, Josh Hawkins, an artist. And where is this? This is fucking, let me see. In Illinois. Okay, so in Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah. So,
You said it
anyways,
twice.
I know, so stupid. All right, so he pays Josh Hawkins commissions him to paint this huge mural on the side of his building. It's Cookie Monster. It's kind of Soviet Russian style. It looks awesome, right? You can find pictures of it. I'll post the link. So he pays him to do this huge thing. People like it, right? It's this really cool graffiti art, right?
Sure.
So then in comes Nate Comte or whatever. We'll just call him Comte. Nate Comte comes in, who actually owns the building,
Ooh,
and is
real
like,
name.
why the fuck did you paint this huge Cookie Monster on my fucking building?
Oh.
And like he flipped out at first, like cussed him out and whatever. And the guy's like, I was paid
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I was paid well to paint this on your building. So Fake Nate is the punk of the week because he paid someone, this artist, well to do this Soviet Russian Cookie Monster fucking thing on someone else's building.
Wow, that's
Wow.
interesting.
And so fucking Nate Comte, he has since painted over it because he's an asshole. And people are going there and they're putting like little memorial shit down there.
Of the monkey monster?
The Monkey Monster.
Of the cookie guy?
Yes, Cookie Monster. So there's a little so somebody has just spray painted on there Fake Nate or fuck Fake Nate, you know, and there's a little Cookie Monster thing that says C is for cover up. You know, people are leaving 40s.
Or come tea.
People are leaving 40s
I
and
think it's
cookies.
fuck real Nate.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, no one can find Fake Nate. So real Nate, he's trying to cover his tracks now. It's become this big story, and he's like, I was gonna do that anyways, but just something more appropriate. And has put up a poll of
Now,
for people
this
like
is in
ideas,
Illinois?
and everyone is just and everyone's like, put the original one back. That's what they want.
Oh.
But it looks like in this article that I found, it looks like whatever they painted it over with is washing off, and the Cookie Monster's coming
Come
back.
back.
Oh.
Rising.
Wow.
Yeah. So
By,
anyway,
by the way, didn't his name change? Because he's like, he can only eat fruit now?
Cookie Monster.
Yeah, he doesn't eat cookies
Is he
anymore.
diabetic?
No, really, they had to change it because it was too bad for the
Really?
kids to eat cookies.
What?
So now all he does is eat bananas and goes, "Nom, nom, nom, nom,"
That's stupid.
and
Whoa.
apples. He's
Pe- little kids can't handle cookies.
No,
Now?
it's-
Come on, we're not that soft.
I
Jesus
swear.
Christ. Harden the fuck up, America.
Wait,
Jesus.
so that reminded me of Jimmy Kimmel and how he faked out his cousin, his really nice cousin.
Oh, with the wax
wax?
with a wax figure of him.
No, the the lady who she bought the house from, and then was like, when she How do you not remember this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Use words.
Jimmy Kimmel's cousin bought a house like 5 years ago, and from the lady accepted their offer over other people's, even though theirs was more expensive of offers, because they were like a family and they wanted to treat her dad's house well and everything like that. And Jimmy Kimmel's cousin's like, you're welcome to come back to the house anytime you want, because she was so appreciative of, them accepting her offer. So Jimmy Kimmel does a fake email and it's like, this is the new email. And then it like goes into like trying to get her to move out of the house for Christmas, like she promised she would do. And it's a whole thing.
Okay, so I'm going to try to clear up what Courtney was trying to say there.
Gee.
The person that she buys the house from has this email. Jimmy Kimmel, it knows this relationship between the two of them. Like, and she's like, anytime you want to come and see the house, whatever, it's your childhood home. Come on by.
Right.
My house is your house kind of thing. Jimmy Kimmel makes a new email that looks similar. It's like, hey, this is the new one, and baits her for months.
Got it.
With this email. And then it was like, hey, we want to come by Christmas. And she's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he's pretending to be the old owner of the house.
Oh, okay.
And then it was like, but I don't want you to be there. I want you to move your stuff out.
I want you to move all your stuff out.
I want you to move all your
this
stuff
kind
out
of stuff.
so we can have Christmas there like we used to and that kind of shit. And the lady's like, she's so nice. She's like, logistically, that might be a little tough. We can work. I'm sure we can figure out something. And he just strings her along, dude. Like, pushes her to the
limit.
fucking limit. And she is like,
she's nice every
she's
step
on
of
the
way.
bus, like, and she's like, can you believe these fucking texts that I'm getting? Like, it was so funny. She was trying to be so diplomatic and kind.
We'll post
Yeah,
that.
that was really good.
It's a long con.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. I'm gonna
My
look that
punk
up.
of the week.
Yeah.
Whoever dropped that gingerbread monolith in San Francisco.
What are you talking about?
Gingerbread one.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
another monolith has appeared. It's a big gingerbread.
That's good. I haven't seen
That's
that.
pretty good.
That's a good one.
Corona Heights in San Francisco. Yes.
Sweet.
That is great.
All right. Well, question of the week last week. I hope that you guys thought about this. What if you would have to a drag name? What would it be?
Third.
Fourth.
I'll go first. I've already thought about mine.
Go ahead.
So, jokingly in Lavasa, I was called Don Jeblioni.
Oh.
Right, to the point to where like I did like some interviews and I said Don Jeblioni, and they were like, recently spoke to Don of Lavasa, like they didn't even know my real
really?
name was Jeb.
Oh.
So
So your drag name would be?
Fawn Jeblioni. I dress like a little deer, a little baby deer.
Oh, work
tail,
it, girl, work
little
it.
tail and everything.
That's great.
Thank you.
Fawn Donna the
And little
Telly.
spots,
Oh my God.
little tiny horns.
Little tiny horns.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh no, I couldn't.
So I posted this in the group, and a
That's
couple of
great.
people played along. So I want to post. So Matt said that his drag name would be, and frick, I can't get to it right now.
Good.
I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Speedy McSpeedster.
Don't get it.
And Ellie posted Aaron Gobralis would be her.
Aaron Gobralis.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Aaron Gobralis.
And I was
Okay.
curious
Wait a
because
second.
drag is generally men doing women.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I was thinking, well, can a woman go and drag? And so I kind of went down a rabbit hole on that with RuPaul
Yeah.
and his thoughts behind it and everything like that. Because I was like, well, then if a woman does drag, would she do the opposite?
Right.
You know? So anyways, I don't know is what I'm saying.
I would think so.
Oh, well, what about you guys? What would your names be while Courtney's trying to figure hers out?
That'd be you, Jeb.
Well, I'm kind of waiting until Courtney figures hers out.
Oh,
Well, so if I had to do the quick one, how to pick a drag or stripper name, it's the first pet and first street you lived on. So my first pet was Sparky, and my
course.
first street was 38th.
Sparky 38th?
Ooh, that sounds scary.
I don't like it. Yeah, it is a little
Ladies and
frightening.
gentlemen, welcome on stage, Sparky 38.
That's pretty awesome, just because it creates so many questions.
I think I told you mine. If we're going off that, mine would be Buster Cielo.
Buster Cielo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting, huh?
Is that what you would pick?
Oh, for my drag name?
Yeah.
No, my drag name would be Dumplings.
Ooh, and you'd bring a diaper into that.
You just come in, you're just stirring the
They're
batter.
smiling. And here comes Mr.
Just dough over your nipples.
Dough on the nips. Yeah. And
Oh, dumpling.
have big dimples in my cheeks. A lot of makeup.
I don't think you're going to be able to beat that, Jeff.
No, I.
There's definitely not a chance at it. I'm stuck with the only part I could come up with, and I'll leave it to the three of you or anybody listening if you want to chime in, kind of like build a story. I just like luscious at the beginning of it, or it could be the last name.
That goes back to like Delicious J.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luscious J.
So Luscious J.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I ain't gonna call no grown ass man delicious. I can't remember that's from.
Luscious.
Okay, well, those were fucking ridiculous. Do we have a question of the week?
You said that you thought of it.
Mm-hmm. And I can't think of it. Maybe it'll come back to me. But okay, so quotes of the week. I'm gonna skip it because I'm trying to save them.
Okay, that's fine. That's
but
fine.
I did want to do the fake band names again. So and this time I'll play a little snippet of the real band.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that might be a little way to do it. That's a little bit more fun. So I'm gonna give you your first one.
As you will recall, recently there was Mr. Sister Fister.
Right.
That was the real band name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like saying the name. I've said it multiple times in my head since last week.
Okay, so the first one is going to be Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza or Tony Danza's Trap House.
I heard I think it's the tap dance.
So Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza or Tony Danza's Trap House.
I would go with the first one just because it's so ridiculous.
Tap Dance Extravaganza.
And you guys would be correct.
Woo!
Now, what kind of band do you think that is?
Jeez.
Tap dancing polka band?
That's what you think?
Metal?
Here it is right now. We'll just play a few opening bars, get a little taste.
Tony would be proud.
What do he thinks of this?
Okay.
I tap dance the shit out of this.
Yeah. There's some moves. Oh, wow.
I don't think that sounds stupid. Okay. So that was that one. Okay, and the next one is Vanilla Bunny and the Henchmen or Chocolate Bunnies from Hell.
Chocolate bunnies from hell.
That's the real one?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Vanilla. Real.
Vanilla Bunny and the Henchmen?
Yep.
Chocolate bunnies from hell.
Chocolate Bunnies from Hell. Yeah. And they're an older band. Let's get a little taste of this.
But chocolate bunnies would melt in hell.
Oh. Okay.
80s.
Okay.
I want you guys all to go out there and look at these videos, though, because because it's awesome. I just got entranced in this guy's haircut.
Yeah, you
I
did.
Just shut
He
down.
was literally talking.
It's awesome.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Yeah, so there was that one. And I'm done.
Okay.
Wow.
What'd you guys think of my fake names, though? They're pretty
I
good.
liked your fake names.
Vanilla Bunny and the Henchmen.
I know.
Yeah.
I liked that name better than the chocolate bunnies from hell, but I just thought that one was
the
the right one.
I thought Tony Danza's Trap House was pretty good, too, but okay, fine.
Yeah, you made those up. That's right. Yeah.
I did, yeah,
That
I do.
was good.
Yeah. And then also, real quick, while we're just fucking around here, I brought up Age of Aquarius, and I didn't really know what that was. So I did look that up today.
And it is a song.
Yeah, okay, but
Mention.
what it is it's like it takes 2,160 years to go through one astrological age.
Oh.
So now, and people calculate that a little differently. So maybe we have just started it, or maybe it's starting at the beginning of the year or something. But it's coming soon, and so traditionally, The Aquarius age is associated with electricity, computers, flight, democracy, freedom, humanitarianism, idealism, modernization, astrology, nervous disorders, rebellion, nonconformity, philanthropy, ferocity, perseverance, humanity, and irresolution. So
When did this belief come into play? Because those are all super modern terms.
1819. 1819 is when it's, I don't know. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that's weird, right? So you're like, electricity is not 2,000 years old, and computers, right? So I don't know how they're.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
They would have been stoked on flushing toilets back in 18.
So I don't know. It's still some hippy dippy bullshit, but at least I was kind of on par with what it is. So all right.
I think a lot of those words we can get a sense of what the age of Aquarius is, and welcome to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then just real quick, one more retraction revision. Jeff, why haven't you gone and got that tattoo? Because I did a little Google search today. There are tattoo shops close to your home that are open right now.
Ooh.
They're trash.
They're
I only work with Colby.
Oh.
okay. And he's still closed?
I haven't really checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that chicken leg because we're getting close. We're at, this is episode 32, so that means 8 more episodes, and we got to go back and get some more ink.
I was wondering if we could do like the temporary tattoos.
Oh.
Fuck no.
Look at her, all so cute. Like she thought she was gonna get away with that one. Like.
No, I just think that we're gonna get a lot of tattoos now.
Yeah, I've kind of just decided that my right leg is dedicated to trash tattoos.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just gonna fill it up with just dumb shit.
Oh no.
Not like this really cool, smooth
Yeah.
cowboy Bigfoot riding a dolphin. That's the art piece.
That's the art piece.
Right.
That's the Michelangelo.
Yeah, I get
That
fucking
one
doo doo
is
on the
mean.
back of my leg next to my anti-swastika. It's I'm really showing them.
I just love that you sacrificed a part of your body for dumb shit.
At least it's not like Benny ranks with that 8 o'clock motherfucker tattoo.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got some regrets on that. I know. He's working on a cover-up idea.
I've sacrificed decades for stupid shit.
But yet you still won't get a chicken leg tattoo.
I'll get it. Yeah, I'll try to get it by the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
I will.
Wow.
I'm going to be off Wednesday. I'm not sure on the calendar. Whatever. But yeah, I'll try to have it
Cool. That's
open. It'll be a
Sound-
quickie.
awesome. Still haven't thought of that question of the week. I'll look through my notes and figure it out. But
How about what tattoo you will have? This session will be this session.
wait, we get to pick our own this time?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I thought the whole thing was everybody picked it.
Well, like I'm probably gonna have to get a fucking drop bear
Oh.
because you know how much I hate
You're gonna
koalas.
that's gonna take time.
That's gonna.
No,
take,
I'll get it,
yeah.
but I don't know.
That was a hot move. All right, let's play it. Okay. sorry.
But what about you could just do pieces of a larger piece?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like that works. Okay, man, let's get into another song here. This is song number 1 of the back 9. It's Curse of the Man-Child.
Just because my mom and dad have no more fucks to give, it doesn't mean I have a life I don't deserve to live. I don't require therapy, I don't have a condition. I like being away, big basket in my mid-child syndrome. Recently I got engaged to a girl I met online. We haven't met in person, but we talked 6 or 7 times. You might think this creepy, I'm borderline play fucked. I'd never be so scared, I'm utterly in love. I know you'll be getting mad at me when you find my marks in a bag of cheese. Empty beer cans and soda pop, mountains of clears that are jerking off. I know you think that is pathetic, watching my growing epidemic. Why can't you let me find who I am? At 3.10, I turn into a man. Just because my mom and dad say there's long-term effects from this, it doesn't mean I need to go to monthly strength business. I don't have a condition, I don't need therapy. I'm just just a harmless mid-child. Please stop your worrying. I know you're in, waking up at 2 a.m. Find me giving it up again. The whole fucking basement reeks apart. I'm unemployed, just slacking off. I know you think that it's pathetic. Watching my growing epidemic. Why can't you let me for who I am? Have faith once, yeah, I turn into a man.
All right, that was Back Nine, and that is a 4-piece punk, skate punk band from London, Ontario, and they were formed in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, I like these guys.
Those are
They're a
great.
golf punk band.
Yeah, I can't remember their name of the album. I think it's Par for the Corpse.
Yes,
You know.
I think that's
They
right.
were good.
Yeah.
London,
I like
Ontario.
Huns. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. Fucking cool. They have a lot of good songs on that album. I encourage everyone to go out there and listen to it. So we're going to listen to another one off of that album because I couldn't decide which one I wanted. So there you go.
The Back Nine. I like that.
Yeah, cool. And Courtney,
Freaked out by that postcard.
that postcard is so crazy. I keep
Thought about it.
Yeah.
yeah, Josh your Potato or Scott the Potato Man.
Yeah.
Potato of God. It's Scott the Potato of God. All right, Courtney, if you are in a band and you want to submit, how would you go about that?
Yeah, so go to www.soundslikenonsense.com and go ahead and click the button to submit your band. And honestly, the more that you fill out, the better it is for you. So if you want to provide a video or an audio file from your band, we like to hear from you. The audience likes to hear from you as well.
And
It's
so you
really
can call
awesome.
us too, 1-805-697-7070. Leave us a voicemail. And I have not checked his voicemails for weeks.
And if you're
I
not
just
in a
checked it.
band and you're
It's-
just a listener, feel free to rate, review, and subscribe right
That's
now.
right. Yes.
yeah, do it, man. Just click that button. It doesn't hurt
I
you at all.
command thee.
Right. You can go to our website there. There's a button to do that as well. Or you can, rate where you're listening
Yeah,
right now.
The more that you rate, the more people can listen about Will getting brain freeze through his butthole.
And other
People need to
things.
know.
And
Name
other
of
things.
God.
Inquiring minds need to know.
So speaking of that and culture, do you want to?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a segue.
That
Thank
is a segue.
We just you nailed
I
it.
nailed it the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are back to the culture counter now, or culture part of the show here,
Yes.
where I'm going to bring up several things that have to do with culture, and we're all going to discuss it. Let's hopefully think.
I love this.
I can't stand it. Let's talk about treasure.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
okay.
Let's talk about buried treasure. And
Okay.
although we did bring this up about last week, about the guy who they have not revealed, I'll be quick on the synopsis. There was a guy that hid a treasure worth $1 million, and 5 people have died trying to find it, and somebody found it last week, and the guy who hid it actually died 3 months later. So we already talked about that.
Earlier or later than.
Technically, the guy found it like
He
3
died
months
before someone
he
found it.
just revealed that he found it last week.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
He's getting his lawyered up.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. Because I don't know if you guys have heard of this. In California, this is about maybe 2-3 years ago, a man and his wife were walking their dog, and they do it every day, before when the sun comes up.
Right.
And all of a sudden, one day, the dog went over to a tree and lifted up his leg and took a piss. And the guy who was just wandering and looked and saw this little coffee can that was inside the tree.
What?
Yeah. He pulled out, he found $10 million worth of gold coins that have been
What?
missing for over 100 years, 150 years. that, and here's where he messed up. He told everyone, didn't get a lawyer. The government taxed him. And I even think the banks, even though some banks aren't still alive today,
Right.
they could still take care, ownership of them.
Oh no.
They are now in the Smithsonian, but
Whoa.
so it is on his property. So what are your thoughts? This is on my property. I found it,
Yeah.
and then he had to
Relinquish?
relinquish it back to the government, who took about $5 million of it because they taxed him or something like that on it. What are your thoughts? Although, fantastic story. Please look this up because it is really interesting, because some of the coins that have never been found, you know, like all the coins that get printed from the mint haven't been found, and these came back into circulation, and they're just almost priceless, and it's just amazing.
That's
Wow.
crazy, dude.
They thought it was from some bank heist that happened in San Francisco,
Whoa.
and they never found. So they thought maybe one of the culprits might be the guy Black Bart, but they passed this $10 million treasure every day,
Right.
and just for some reason, the guy.
Are you saying that he doesn't have any of the wealth from it?
I think he has like maybe $1 million worth of it. I mean, you know,
Only $1 million? Is that thing gonna break? What's happening?
it's my stupid chair.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was the candle was gonna explode.
No, it's my.
That's happened to me, and that's how I have this huge scar right here. Like candle and those big, like the tubes like that, they'll get hot, and then the glass will break, and I got stabbed through the hand with it. That's not the one. That's the one where I stabbed
Right
it.
here
opening
is
a can-
between his thumb and index finger.
Well, yeah, you know what? And that's a lie. It's this scar right here on my wrist.
Oh.
Because this one was where
I was
stabbed
worried. I was worried you were lying to me.
I stabbed myself opening a can of soup.
Okay.
That's how I have that scar.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, neat stuff there. Nice little sidetrack.
Yeah, clearly. Neat
Sorry,
stuff
dude.
there.
I'm sorry. So they tax him $5 million. That 50% seems like a lot.
It seems like a lot. The reason why is because it's government property. You know, it is.
He should have lawyered up.
What I'm saying, he should have lawyered up
Yeah.
and said, you know, just like the guy who found the other buried treasure. I love that story.
crazy
No,
story.
I hate that story. I love the fact that there's still buried
Right.
treasure.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the fact that he got to find it. I love it from the Old West. I like the fact that it was actual, literally gold coins that are over 150 years ago. I think that is absolutely fantastic. Now, the taking and seizing of the treasure, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fair, dude.
Doesn't seem fair.
No.
But I am also happy that there are some of the coins that are in the Smithsonian,
Right.
So
So, that
that-
everybody can enjoy them.
so that everybody can enjoy them.
That's the harder question is like, does the museum just get to take his shit? Like, sorry.
Or maybe he donated some to
That would
get
be-
the tax break.
That would be the way to do it.
I
That's
might have
just-
to
yeah.
research a little bit
I
more.
think that
Maybe
you
they
can
should tax
also-
churches if they need that money so bad.
I also think that you should. I think certain people can actually loan it, so that
Oh,
it's still theirs.
it could be.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's still theirs.
Oh yeah.
I just think that's fantastic. Now remember, we don't have the culture like of the Europe, where 1,000-year-old coins.
Right.
You know, so that's why I just find this so fantastic. You know, and it might be even a little bit older, 178, but that's nothing compared to 1,000.
Yeah, totally.
But gold coin treasure, I want to get your opinion. What do you really think? Do you think?
What year did he find them?
All right, let's go. I'm going to go 4 years ago, maybe 3.
So fairly recently.
Yeah.
Fairly recently.
Wow.
And he bought the property. And
Where was this property?
No, well, they don't disclose that, but it's in Northern California.
Okay.
And they thought it was a bank out of San Francisco.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And
Probably a redwood tree or something
Yeah.
big then. Yeah.
Right.
and it was in an old coffee can, like you would
Yeah.
think.
That's
A
fucking
$10 million piss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dog.
yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
The dog got fucked over.
Yeah,
you
the-
know he didn't get a whole lot out of that.
No, he got a lot of that, a boy.
Yeah.
Now sit.
So,
Yeah.
are you gonna start treasure hunting?
Oh shit. Yeah, of course.
You've been treasure hunting before.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing here. I found it all.
You've already found it.
No, I found nothing. But I do have a metal detector.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you done that at the beach?
Oh yeah, you know how many cans and nails I found?
Yeah. You never find anything.
No.
Anything good?
How many times I bent over? Don't answer that. You know how many times I have to, you think it's something and you go, oh, I got to get down there.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Just a
Have
little.
you ever done that on your property?
My property? No. Just
Yeah.
Nothing.
nothing. No.
Yep. Well,
Bet you could find some cans and metal out there.
I
Right.
probably could. 2 things I want to find
Yeah.
is an actual Arrowhead someday,
Yeah.
and or a shark tooth.
Yeah.
A big boy like your friend.
That was crazy.
That was a
That
beautiful
was
shark
super
tooth.
crazy. And
Come
you
on
said
out
that
here.
you said
Jump
that
you in
that
a
was
crick.
a small one.
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones he found. The one
He
that-
sent a bigger picture. Or
Yeah, I know,
another
I saw
picture of a
that, I
bigger
saw
one
that,
too.
yeah.
Compared to what like the megalodon teeth are.
Right.
That's what
massive.
I want to find.
Yeah. I feel like I found an arrowhead before.
I've never found one.
I could be imagining it. But yeah. Oh, thank you for your culture corner.
Yeah, no problem, everybody.
been
Yeehaw! We should be like the Western corner.
It's
you
been
know?
a little while.
Yeah, I know. We'll get back into paranormal, but
I know that's been since October. We just wore it.
Oh, we wore it.
Yeah.
Just beat it to death.
I know.
Jesus. We need to fucking talk about new things.
I know.
Okay, cool. Well, we get the Discarded coming on in just a little bit. I believe it's going to be JP, the singer of the Discarded.
And where are they out of again?
It's
I
it's
think they're in
little
Canada.
tiny town, and it's up in Canada, and I've got it. It's just north of Toronto, Canada, called Orangeville.
Oh, cool.
And it's a trio, and they're comprised of 18-year-old drummer Caden Jax, 21-year-old Jared Dean on bass, and veteran rocker, it says, JP on guitar and vocals, and they're related. It's a dad and their two
That's
sons.
right.
really cool.
That's cool as
we
shit.
we were supposed to talk with them a couple weeks ago, but schedules and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
So no worries. So we're stoked to get them on. And this is a song by them, The Discarded, and this song is 24 Hours.
Bang.
Live in a van. Best destination. According to plan. Crack in the windshield. Snow up ahead. Just hit the mountain. Don't want to be dead. Don't you be laughing when I'm walking out that door. Pretty soon you'll be crying when you realize
Oh,
Yes.
cool. What's up, guys? How you doing
Garrett?
today?
What are we doing? We're just kind of hanging out post-Christmas. Since we're a family, we kind of doing that and say hello to each other.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Totally. Yeah. So, did you guys have a good one, or?
Yeah, how was your Christmas?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty cool. How was yours, Jared?
it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. We were pretty low key on our Christmas, sort of like get
I
up
know.
and just hang out and don't do much.
That's
know?
exactly what
Right.
we do.
Yeah, no big groups.
Play
or anything.
play some games and try not to eat too much food and try not have to do anything, even get out of your pajamas or whatever. Right?
That sounds perfect, dude. That's pretty much what we did too.
Do you have any favorite traditions?
What are our favorites? Oh, we read the night before Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
That's
What
good.
else we do? Well, we used to watch It's a Wonderful Life, but we've kind of switched over to Christmas Vacation over lately.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't been there
yeah.
since.
Yeah, that's
And it's just a meal, and sometimes we'll play some music or listen to some tunes. That's about it.
That's
Very
nice,
cool.
and you get to play with your kids too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
amazing. That is awesome. So, can you tell me about the band? You have it's a three-piece band, correct?
Yeah, we're a three-piece band. We're from north of Toronto in a place called Orangeville. It's myself on guitars and vocals. Jarrett's on bass guitar, and Caden, who isn't here with us, is on drums.
Okay.
And that's I'm the dad, and Jarrett's my oldest son, and Caden's my second oldest.
Wow,
Very
fantastic.
cool.
So when did you guys start this band? How old were they when you started? I guess.
Well, we decided to do it for real about
February 2016.
February 2016. So
So I was 17.
17, and Caden was 13 at the time, and now how old are you? You're just turning 22 in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
And Caden was 18. We've done 4 albums in that time and an EP. So we're being together has kind of helped us being able to make it easy to jam and record
Totally.
and write songs. So
It must be pretty awesome and weird, at least for me, I'll say, to actually write songs or play with my dad. My dad and I would not at all be stoked to play music together, and I think it's probably a great thing and an interesting thing, But
For me personally, it's quite funny because some of these songs that we perform, my dad's been like demoing for years. So there's a few where I remember as a kid actually listening to them. It's quite weird to have grown up and then play bass on the official recording.
Oh, wow.
Totally.
well, that's cool though. I mean,
there is a lot of that. Like we'll write songs for this band, and a lot of the stuff that we write now, we write together, and we sort of relate to each other differently, like musical peers at this point, where we write stuff
right.
all together. But there's, like you said, there's other stuff where we're going, hey, Dad, what about this song? Or, hey, here's one of my ones. And they're like, yeah. And they know it instantly because they've been hearing it since they were born. So it's like, oh, you guys knew that. Like, I did it the other day with the drummer where I went through a song with Caden. I go, you got that perfectly. He goes, yeah, I've been listening to it since I was born. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
On that end, like having a 13-year-old in the band, did you have to tame down some of the lyrical content or anything like that, or?
We were always pretty open as a family about how we talk and what we say, sort of thing. So, I don't know about you, but when I was 14 and my 14-year-old or 13 or 14-year-olds, they're swearing up a storm. They've heard everything they've already heard. I go,
Totally.
oh, this child. And it's just like, I don't think, I'm not swearing a lot in my lyrics. If I do, I do because it fit or whatever, or whatever the content is, the content. And I would talk to them about that anyway.
Right.
Outside of it being music, it's not like, oh, let's talk about your you and your yaya. It's like, yeah, men got penises and women have vaginas.
Right.
Like we're kind of like that. We talk like that, right?
Exactly.
Oh, dude.
There's
I heard,
there's greatness
Showing how
about
to use the words appropriately, not like a
Right,
14-year-old, advanced.
Right.
exactly. So just talk about it. So there was nothing really like. We've got some albums where we got some political sort of or philosophical edge to it. So we'd already talked about that if it came out in a lyric, or this is about this or that sort of thing. What about you, brother?
No, it's pretty straightforward. I trust you to write lyrics. You generally, for the most part, don't write anything that's too objectionable.
what is the
Save for
objectionable
your
one? Can you tell us
video
that?
games, which we had, you can immediately.
What? Well, if they did something cringy, they would tell me it was cringy. But most of my stuff, I mean, by objectable, they mean like, oh, Dad, that's like really lame. Sort of thing.
Oh,
that would be the objectionable part, as opposed to mostly it's something about. I try, like let's not just every song it's about a relationship or whatever like that, right? It's like we have a lot of things that just talk about society that we're in and that sort of thing.
We have a teenager. He definitely lets me know how lame I am all the time.
Oh,
exactly.
I'm not even related to them, and he lets me know how fucking stupid I am.
Yeah.
Any band fights?
They're the first ones to take the piss out of me for sure.
Absolutely. Any band fights?
Oh.
Yeah, like it just we're like any three people who are together.
Right.
It's just like you're irritating me, or this sucks, or or this gets on my nerve, or this is pushing them. But in a sense, we've been together for so long, and we've done other things together as a family, or together, that we were used to traveling together. We're used to who likes what on the radio and what food we sort of like. So if anything, it's almost a head start.
There's
over
so many
most bands.
benefits there when you put it like that.
You're with some guy, right, who you may like get together and practice once a week, but like it's another thing to be in a car or on the road with someone for a week or a few weeks or regularly. You drive each other. That's why bands usually break up. It's not usually the musical thing. It's like, I can't stand being around that person.
Right.
Whereas we had we used to being able to stay in a room or a hotel or share a space together, right?
Yeah, you're already there.
Well, you know what's interesting, Joel? You literally created your own band. You know what I mean? How cool is that? You just like, I need a bass drummer. I'm going to make one. You know what I mean?
Drummer.
Or a bass player. But
That's as you know, though, you can't force a kid to do anything, right? They got to be kind of into it, right?
But you must be very proud.
Here, I exposed them to it. It just sort of clicked. They wanted to do it, and they had to have the drive to kind of do it more than me. Go ahead.
It basically boiled down to we're from a small town, so if I wanted to play rock music, it was either this or I don't and join a country cover band. It was a pretty easy choice.
Oh no!
Hell yeah, dude!
That's
wow.
awesome, though.
Fuck, Jeff, hit us with some questions, buddy.
I was going to say, Joel, you came out on top of a country cover band, so well done.
Yeah, we did. We were able to. That's fourth the country cover band. Maybe that'll be the sixth album, though.
Oh.
Who are some of your influences for both of you? I'm interested since you're related.
Yeah.
Joel is wearing
You
a
have bands, I have individuals.
So it came out of that. We all like the Ramones, or I like the Ramones. I like the Beatles. I like punk rock. I like classic rock, that sort of thing. Like I came up playing, I played in hardcore bands where I was a drummer. I was originally a drummer. Through the Toronto hardcore scene. I came up doing that, and then I played in punk bands, alternative bands, that sort of thing. And then Caden was the drummer in this, and I was kind of forced out front, or not forced out front, but I was a guitar. I learned how to play guitar and write songs and even be a singing drummer before I got out front and sang. So those were my influences. And then they grew up hearing that when they were younger. Like Jarrett, he's gone through all his phases that, at 7, he was into Green Day, and, he went through his, we used to buy a classic rock album for Christmas instead of like Christmas tunes. So,
nice.
They got their Stooges album and a Kiss album, or a Black Sabbath album, Zeppelin album.
He says album.
For my influences on bass playing specifically, it's mainly Paul McCartney, John Entwistle, Chris Murphy of the Canadian band Sloan, and Cliff Burton.
Right.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Sir Paul.
Yeah.
So he's loud and likes very distorted trebly bass. He plays a Rickenbacker, and in fact, even just before we came on to sing, he's like, "Dad, let me show you this deep cut of like Cliff Burton doing a solo from here." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." Like that's what we get on road trips. Jared's like, and this is what we laugh, me and the drummer Caden. It's just like, I'm going to play you the isolated bass track from this. And we're like, yeah. Okay.
Right.
The actual record, so you can't really hear what he's doing.
Yeah, isolated bass track. That's great. Yeah, we love it.
Yeah. What about you, Courtney?
I'm a whole handful. I also love to play with a wah pedal. So
it's
shit.
All right.
Well, our dynamic isn't that different, musically of the Who, where like you got a guy who's really busy, loud, distorted bass player, and I'm kind of holding down the rhythm. Yeah. Playing the guitar and singing, and then the drummer's going kind of crazy doing everything.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Courtney, hit me with some questions.
So I'm curious, you mentioned traveling. Did you guys tour before the lockdown at all together?
We did. That's really we did a whole bunch of shows actually last year. It was like we released an EP last March, and then we released an album in September. So we released 2 things last year. We did a tour in March, a year ago March. Be coming up on 2 years now,
right.
Where we did Southern Ontario and Canada, where we did about 10 or 15 shows. And then we did about 10 shows. And then in the fall, about November and into December, right into January, we did another 15 shows again. So we did like 25, 26 shows last year.
Wow.
And then we were we started recording this other album in about September of last year. And we were like, oh, let's just take some time off and we'll work on the album, because we were doing that and playing at the same time. We're getting a bit
kind of
burnt out doing both in that. And then it was like, oh, we can't play anymore.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so we've did about 100 shows probably in the last 4 years before this all happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, can you tell me any life lessons from those tours, especially as family traveling together and then playing together? Like, because I'm sure that there's a dynamic there when, like you said, traveling and stuff. Do you have any life lessons?
Yeah. Well, our thing was we have a thing about, you got to play the car if you're DJing. Okay. So if you go like, I want the aux cable, I'm going to be playing my tunes, it's fine, but you got to play the car.
Right.
So
he's criticizing me. What he's doing is criticizing me. I play just albums front to back.
Yeah. So
he won shuffle because
and me and the other guy in the band, in the 3-piece band, we want a little variety there, as opposed to, gee, I want to listen to the solo bass tracks again for the next 2 hours.
You're not pissed off about that. You're pissed off that I play albums. You don't like me playing
We don't mind the albums, but then we're like, we were traveling to Ottawa one time, and it was like a 5-6 hour trip, and you played the same band for 4 hours straight. So about the 5th hour, we loved the band and everything you were playing. We were just like, okay, can we listen to something besides the one band for 5 hours straight, sort of thing. So that's where we were. And they were like, well, let me play one more album. We said, okay. So he chooses the 30-song double album.
Oh, geez.
So our whole thing is, if you play the same song of the band in a row, you lose the control of the radio and go to someone else then, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And if all you're playing is all the wank off stuff that you like to listen to and nothing that we like, we don't mind if you put it in there every so often, and we'll be edified by this new amazing musical choice you're going to give us. But we want, a little couple tunes that we like. And we got better. We got pretty good at that. You would throw in the odd stuff before you'd go, oh, and let's listen to this obscure Japanese composer of anime soundtracks.
Oh, wow.
Really nice psychedelic rock soundtrack. It's my favorite album of all time.
It is. It was pretty cool. I do like it.
That album?
Yeah. What's the album?
It's the soundtrack to the original Hellsing TV show. The show was crap, but the soundtrack is amazing.
Awesome. All right.
Who's the composer?
It's composer's Yasushi Ishii.
All right. Cool.
It's like
People
wonderful. I love it.
Go out there and check it out.
Also, it's a great stuff.
Courtney,
And now the drummer now is like 18. And he's all into Zeppelin, so he'll play Zeppelin.
Fuck yeah, dude! I do that too. I still play. I
Yeah,
play.
that's fine, right? That's cool. And then we'll mix it in with other stuff.
I listen to
That's
way more
kinda what
Zeppelin
it's
than I probably should at this point. I don't know. Like, it just calms me down or something as I'm driving.
Yeah, it's comfort music, right?
Where'd your name come from?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of came a bit of a joke, right? Like we just at the particular, I'll be honest about it, because that's what you should probably be. At the particular time, I'd been married for 20 years. We broke up. We found ourselves living together. So then the joke being, hey, let's be a band, and the drummer being 13 and having a dark sense of humor, and then said, let's call ourselves a Just Start It, since we're all living on our own.
Oh, wow.
It's the first name that stuck.
Yeah, first name that sort of stuck there. We didn't want to be JP and the Kids, right?
Jimmy and the kids table.
And the Sunset Band, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
so what's next for you guys?
We did because we can't play anywhere. We went into a studio in the summertime and we did 3 live sets that we filmed.
Right.
And we kind of didn't want to do the off the end of a cell phone, sounds like crap sort of thing. So we went into a real studio where they could record the whole thing, and they had like 3 or 4 cameras. So we released one each month, one in November, one in December, and we got another one coming out in January 15th.
Awesome.
Where we did the first one, we did our first 2 albums, we did songs from it. The second one, we did all the songs from that EP and the album that released last year. And the third one is songs that we haven't recorded at all. And we also, like I said, we were working on an album. We finished that album. So what we've been doing is we worked on that album over this whole lockdown here, which is a really kind of weird concept. We did a concept album.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Awesome.
We did a story. It's a 1-hour story about the rise and fall of a fictional band called the Get-Go's. And they're a punk rock band. And the lead singer gets talked in his ear by record executives, gets a big head, and wants to become a TV bopper sensation. And the rest of the band still wants to be like a Clash-type punk rock band that has morals and writes good music. So they either split up or kick them out. And it's kind of like the rise and fall of this band.
It was an interesting process because we had gotten the beds done in the studio for most of the stuff. but the rest of the a lot of the minor tracks we had to record at home.
Yeah, because it's fun. We got 12 songs that are like songs. Like you can listen to individual songs, and they run the gamut from like really heavy sort of tunes, like the punk influenced garage rock tunes that we do, to the part where the guy sells out, and it's like, oh, this is me trying to be commercial. And then in between, there's little vignette parts, and we've done all the major parts of the album, like the songs in the studio. But the other part, we had to like buy a recording unit and do in our studio in the basement and send the tracks to the guy who was doing it. And then he would mix them. Yeah. And Jared actually was kind of cool because that stuff's like totally left field.
It's a lot of like dialogue heavy stuff where it's not typical song structure. So to say. So I had a lot of like bits and pieces floating around that I had written, and it was fun to sort of finish them up and string them together. I had a lot of creative freedom on those parts. So there's like a lot of keyboards, effects, and other such things.
Yeah, and there's like little voiceover parts that pull the narrative of the story together, sort of thing. And we're even pretending we're being a different band.
How the hell are you guys going to do this live?
Well, we can do it. We can play all the songs fine.
Okay.
It's sort of like a bit of a stripped down arrangement.
Yeah,
like as long as all the key melodies in there, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll probably do it. We'll do it live. Like we do all the songs live, and then you can just play the little in between parts are only about a minute or 30 seconds. Like it's kind of like the Who Sell Out, where they got radio jingles and stuff like that, right?
Oh,
and the DJ. So those parts we'll probably just play before we go into the next song.
Gotcha.
Right?
That's awesome.
There's
like that kind of album.
It was a 3-piece.
Yeah, there's no songs on that. In fact, this third live set, we do songs from it. And that, in fact, a lot of the songs that are in even our current set that we played in our last tour, I'd say 3 or 4 of them were from this new recording that we just did.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we like kind of do, and how we every time we got an album coming out, we probably played it for 6 months and a lot of it live, just so it's got a good feel.
Nice.
And we're rocking it together, as opposed to let's make this song up on this, get it together in the studio and learn it there. We've already been road tested it by then, and we tend to rehearse something for because like I said, we were in the same town. We could go down to the basement and rehearse it for 6 months before we go into the studio to record it, sort of thing.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's
Well, it
cool.
sounds like you guys have stayed busy. That sounds super hard what you're trying to pull off.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So I guess everyone out there, January 15th, where can everyone find this?
YouTube.
Well, what we do is we put this online. We have a YouTube channel. We tend to be certain someone will get like exclusive rights. So for the first 24 hours, we'll release it through them.
Oh, gotcha.
And they can take the link and go, and you can watch it on your own home system there and crank it as loud as you want, and watch a multi-camera thing of us doing a live set with no overdubs, just ripping through the songs. So about a week before, we'll say the exclusives here, and then after that point, it's just there. Like if you go
on
to
our YouTube channel,
you go to our YouTube channel for the Discarded, and go on there. You can see the first 2 sets.
Awesome.
There.
Very cool.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming and talking to us.
Yeah,
thank you
today,
very much.
spending a little time on your Sunday. Good luck. We're definitely going to check that out, man.
Yeah.
And we encourage everyone else to. And I would say stay busy, but it sounds like you're going to anyways.
Yeah, fantastic.
I don't think you guys are going to stop writing.
Yeah, well, we like I said, even this next set you're going to see, we've got a bunch of songs that we haven't even recorded yet, and that's going to be the bulk of what our next album is.
That's
So
cool.
that we'll think about in August. We'll keep doing those, and in August, hopefully, we can go in and lay down the bed tracks for the next album, and the album that we've already done, we'll be preparing to put that out in later. We're not next year yet. No, later next year in a few weeks, and then in later 2021. How's that?
There you go.
We'll be putting that.
Sounds good. All right, boys.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Everyone,
Hey.
go check out Discarded.
We'll
Thank
put
you.
all the
Appreciate
the
it.
post
Thanks
on
for
it.
having
Have a great New Year,
Yeah.
guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Yeah,
New Year.
thanks
Thank
a
you
lot.
very
All
much.
right, cool. Bye. Cheers.
Bye.
Take care.
Deuces.
Bye.
Does anybody have
God.
any lines they remember from the show?
Lines.
Any
What do you mean?
any
Like,
lines that stand out when we're thinking like best of 2020, or just stand
gosh.
out lines?
it's the classics. Like,
Take
don't eat too many hot dogs.
Yeah.
Take notes, motherfucker. You know. God. Jeff calling my
Chinese
dead
child's
grandma
asshole.
handsome. You know.
Oh, that was
Chinese child's asshole.
Yes.
Tiny, tight Chinese butthole.
Oh,
I
wow.
That's
don't
pretty
know.
good.
Oh, we were just talking about how, like, I don't know how I say some things. Like, Will and I are on a whole nother
Planet.
planet sometimes when we're talking.
Yeah, well, it's weird that we
all
just
of
came
us,
in like
though.
this. I
Yeah.
did just want to say real quick, thank you, Discarded, for calling in and talking to us.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you,
you.
Discarded.
It was a great interview.
I
Yeah.
think Jeb's right. I think I hit a nerve when I asked the question and they started talking about the radio.
They didn't like the radio thing. I
Uh-uh.
get that, though, because with Riley, fuck, dude, he plays... he doesn't play for the car. He plays for him, and he does it on purpose.
Man, he plays the same songs.
It'd be the
and
same
over
two
and over.
songs. We don't like. I like some rap music. I don't like the rap that he listens to.
Mm-hmm.
And I try, dude. I just listened to the whole new album that just dropped. It was this big thing, Playboi Carti. Like, as his new album, all the kids are freaking out. I listened to almost the whole goddamn thing, and it's terrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever listened to in my life. And people are shitting on it. Him and his friends, too. And I was like, this is it. And he was like, he couldn't even go. Actually, it is cool. He couldn't even do it.
Who is this person?
Playboi Carti is a rapper.
Oh.
But he go ahead.
On the way out.
Oh, so yeah, anyway, he plays whatever he wants just to be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not cool. I will try to judge the room and, like, you know, play whatever seems appropriate.
Stacy and I last night,
Well, there is a... Go ahead, Will. Sorry.
Stacy and I last night did something very interesting. We got a little inebriated, her included.
That's
Whoa,
awesome.
And
that's been a long time.
I know. So as we were inebriated, I put on old school rap because she loves
That's what you
Aw.
said.
old school
like
rap.
Biggie Smalls,
Biggie
Notorious.
Smalls, and she's starting to rap and doing her little
Aw.
thing. And so we did this for an hour of old school. I was like, a lot of fun, Will. I had a great time. I mean, I even put on Salt and Pepper that she
Right.
doesn't, you know. But it was just the old shit.
Go shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Don't go chasing waterfalls. And so we had a long time with that, and she had a great time. While doing so, I looked up the process that comes up as Eminem, and he did a live freestyle about Trump.
Whoa. Oh, I
Recently?
think I saw
The
that
dude is fucking
a while ago.
brilliant.
Oh, dude, it's
And
crazy.
I am blown away by his brilliance. I'm blown away by. So we went into a little rabbit. I almost said butthole. We went into a rabbit hole. We went into a rabbit hole of listening to Eminem. And I'm not a rap person, and I have not studied or listened to him very much. But from the stuff that I have heard, absolutely brilliant. He has more lyrics than Bob Dylan does.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, rap is cool when people can do that. Playboi Carti just has shitty music, and then every now and then goes, yeah, do. There's not a story. There's not words. I'm like, where's my substance?
You
But
really
we're
need-
also boomers, so you know. It's
I
just
recommend
style.
everybody out there to, regardless if you like rap or not, you need to at least look at the freestyle of Eminem about Trump. Regardless of your opinion of what you feel about Trump, it's still brilliant.
I haven't seen it.
How
I
he
think
comes
you did.
freestyle. It's outstanding.
I
All
think
right.
it was at the beginning of the pandemic almost.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, I may have seen it. Fuck, I don't know, dude.
You
We listen to
did.
so much music. So I got one more question for the best and worst of 2020. Who was your favorite interview of this year, and who was the worst interview of this year?
What? That's
Woo!
terrible.
So for those of you
Keith was
listening,
the number one interview. Period.
okay. Jeez, man crush. over
What was
here.
his?
Handsome Keith?
Yeah.
I interview Handsome Keith about 5-6 times a week. I check in with him almost every day.
Yeah.
He's been I don't know that I'm allowed to say what he's
No,
been doing.
you
No,
cannot.
don't.
But
You
he has been
cannot.
working a lot, man. I'm very proud of him.
Very
right now.
good.
He's killing
doing
it.
some really
he
cool
deserves
stuff.
it, dude. He's
Yeah.
fucking one of the best in the world right there.
Yeah.
So, Courtney, who was the person that you hated talking to the most this year?
I didn't
Besides
hate,
me.
Well, I
I
didn't
was gonna
hate
choose you.
talking to anyone. Honestly, like all of the interviews, there were some where I was like nervous. I think I was nervous when we were interviewing Blag because I'm not like a super big Dwarves fan, and you know he's just so crazy. Like his persona, like when he's playing and stuff, is kind of crazy. So I was a little bit nervous, but like.
It's got a bit of that Andrew Dice Clay feeling.
But
yeah.
like when we interviewed him, he just is like a dude.
Yeah, no,
You know?
I played with him a bunch of times
Yeah.
before, so
So he was really cool.
I would say that's not who you're most nervous for at all.
Oh.
Trevor Keith from Face to Face was by far the most nervous I've seen you
Well,
in quite a while.
yeah, I mean that, but like I don't know. That's weird that didn't come to mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What about what was your best one then?
I really liked Garrett Dale, and I really liked Jay from the Fizz Gigs. Like those were my two favorite interviews.
Yeah, dude. Jay was bringing the heat. Jay, it's
want-
also recent, so it makes
Yeah.
it easier to pick.
Right.
But god damn it, dude, he was talking about his asshole and asshole health.
The
and
next
like,
time I
he's like,
want to talk to his
if
wife.
I wish my wife was here. I'd
I
bring her
know.
down here right now, and she would tell you how clean my butthole is.
I want to talk
love
to his wife.
that.
She
He was-
seems like a
The
team player too.
flashlight.
He was game, dude.
Yeah.
Like anything that we said, as ridiculous as it was, like he was into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Will, what about you, man?
You know, I enjoy talking to everybody because it was it's me being able to, through this pandemic, to see other people and talk to them. So it was fantastic. I mean, I like talking anyways. Not really. I just like talking to the people, and I had a good time just seeing everyone. So I really thank you for you guys calling in, and I'm glad that you guys are out making music.
Fuck yeah. And what was there one that would like just didn't go well or whatever for you?
A lot of interviews don't go well for me, okay?
There's one in particular that I'm talking about. I have in
I
mind.
can't remember.
Oh, you guys should remember.
What it was? What?
Up your guts.
Up your guts.
Oh.
You threw down and you said, "Fuck you, fuck this," and walked out, and that's my band. And that's the only one that you were like, this can go fuck itself.
I did freak out a little bit on that one, and I apologize because we were all having some beverages.
No, it never aired, so you don't.
I
have
had to cut it.
But.
Yeah, I cut it. It was so bad the whole way through.
Everyone was not on the right point, and I was a little inebriated. It was
everyone was drinking, and we were getting tattoos and stuff, we were having a good time. They weren't quite having a good time, some of the other people.
So I do apologize. That was not my favorite
Everyone
interview.
came out being a dick right out of the gate, and when you don't know each other, it's tough, you know, because you aren't in on the joke. Like, you know, if Courtney calls me like a bitch or something, like I'll be like, yeah, okay. You know, but if some other fucking random person goes, "You're a bitch," I'll be like, are we fighting now, or what's happening?
Yeah. I think that is exactly described
and
perfectly.
Will had a confrontation that day.
Oh, and I also got into a fight because I wore a mask or bandana. So it was a shitty day.
Yeah.
You're right. So it was my fault. I probably was, but I was having a good time. But it was probably my fault.
No one's saying that. No, hang on. No one's saying that.
No,
but it just all plays into it.
It does. Yeah,
it did.
For sure.
Emotions were running high.
You might be a little heightened. Somebody comes in calling you a bitch. It's like, yeah, I'm not laughing right now.
Oh, you know what? That's probably another thing.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
That's probably what really was going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, man, it was all out of control. Only interview that we never used was my band.
That's true.
And that's not out of vanity or anything else. It was just purely the fucking worst fucking.
Shitty.
Yeah, to where we'll quit in the middle of it.
I do. Sorry. I mean, I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, Jeff. What about you?
Wow, you're right.
What about me? What?
What was your?
You said Handsome Keith.
What was the worst one though?
Handsome Keith is worldwide. Worse, I would say it was a guest in the studio.
Oh.
Okay, guest in the studio.
The lady from the bar.
Yeah, Shredberg.
Oh yeah, that was a little weird.
What?
Sweetheart of a lady, but it just got a little sideways here and there. But you know,
it's hard. Once again, with the drinking ones, I think we've learned that with the happy hours.
Yeah.
Like when we're drinking. I mean, I drink every single fucking one of these, and so does Will. He has one or two, but I'm pretty fucking drunk by the end of these normally. Courtney has to drive me home typically, but yeah, it's hard because people think they're funny when they're drunk, and you're like, we're waiting for the punchline, you know, like they just get stuck on skip all the details of things instead of the actual story of the thing.
Well, also the interesting,
we've all been there.
The interesting part too is when somebody comes in for an interview, and they get nervous. So that's happened.
You don't think you're going to until that mic's in your face.
That happens a couple times where, you know, people are quiet at first and then, you know, and it's also just an interesting thing to get to know somebody that you've never ever talked to and break that ice.
Not easy to do.
It's really not.
Yeah.
And like we've talked about, like this was never meant to be like an interviewing podcast. It wasn't something that we had in mind.
Really?
I mean, from the get-go, the day that we were recording our first one, just having a conversation, because there was no structure to this, right? We were just like, let's just talk and see where it goes. I knew I wanted to play music and stuff, and I knew that I did want to talk to people that I knew.
But you
in
just
bands.
wanted to call people randomly.
I wanted, yeah.
That's
so that in those earlier ones, it was like random calls. I would just call people that I knew, and that we've dropped that because no one
answers you on Sunday.
Everyone knew Sunday. Don't answer for Jeff.
Exactly.
And that ended fairly quickly.
We got around.
But you know, and we just did one without an interview, and I don't think we have to do interviews every time.
No, we don't have to.
That's not what it's mostly for me, just talking to you guys and then silly shit, playing music throughout. And if we get to talk to, man, we've talked to like my heroes this year.
Right.
I feel super stoked.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
You know, like as my favorite album just came out a week later, I get to talk to the guy who did the album. That's fucking awesome. Most people don't get to do that kind of thing. So I feel grateful for that.
The cool thing about doing the interviews is when we get some bands who are lesser known, gives them an opportunity, because then you hear them, it's like, wow, those are super cool guys, or those guys were fucking funny. I'm gonna definitely listen now.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I like doing both.
For sure. And that's one of the reasons why we really enjoy it when you're submitting your band to actually, do a video or do some kind of sound something to us.
People want to see your personalities.
They really want to hear from you.
They don't want to hear our opinions
I know,
about it. We can go, oh, that was cool. That doesn't go very far.
Right. And so that's really why we try to do
I'm
that.
trying to remember who was.
And that's why you should rate, review, and subscribe.
That is
Who
right.
was the guy, Will, that you said you wanted to smell in an interview?
Oh.
It was another Canadian band.
Well, you're gonna have to narrow it down.
No. It was
Yeah.
Oak Heart.
Oak Heart.
It was Dan from Oak Heart.
That guy
I wanted
was an
to-
awesome interview.
Yeah.
He was
He
great.
was
Great
awesome.
band too, but like he just slipped right in, just like you were saying, Jay.
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh, I see what's happening here.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, okay, all right, so
These guys are new. They're just fucking around. Okay.
Who was the guy that said, "You don't need to call me. You don't need to be a part of this interview. They're talking about my butt or worms."
Oh, worms. That was Jared.
oh no, that was Garrett
or
Dale.
sorry, Garrett.
Where he's like, "I just
From
got
Red
asked.
City
I
Radio.
just got asked about worms. This is not a serious thing."
So
Bail.
I think that he had to say that out loud because I was on a group text with them before, like trying to discuss details. Here's the link, and then as we're talking to him, I can see him in the camera and he's looking down, and then I get a text that's like, "Dude, these guys just asked me if I had butt worms."
Yeah.
And he looked up and I think he realized, like, oh, I said it to the group, and then he said it.
But he also shit on you quite a bit for standing the whole
He
time.
did not like me standing. He's like, "What's with the couch? Why aren't you sitting on that couch?"
I thought that was pretty funny.
As much as this has been a shitty year, this has probably been the only highlight out of it for me, and I'm glad that you have made a good point out of putting this together, because normally everything you pretty much do, in my opinion, kind of does go well. I mean,
Go on, tell me slower. Do it in that Will voice.
You be good. You good to my lips. What? You good to my lips?
That's that dumpling voice right there.
Oh, okay.
Let me smell you. Okay. Anyways, you're good at what you do, and I think it's amazing.
But it is a nice creative outlet for sure.
It is. It's fun, man. Once again, I've
Awesome.
said it
Thank you.
over and over again, man. I love listening to all your bands.
Yes.
Like people
Thank
out there
you,
listening
guys.
and people submitting. It is such a fun thing to sit. It brings you back to the old school, like just sitting down and listening to music just to listen. Like I get to pick out songs for the bands. I listen to the entire album.
Right.
And I'm like, which one? And it's so hard sometimes. Like today, that's what I'm playing too. I'm like, I don't know. It's something that has gotten kind of lost, and now, like Courtney was saying, we've slowed down a little bit with the COVID. I got a little extra time to do that. Another thing I have been doing, which seemed to bug the discarded there, but I have been listening to full albums again, getting vinyl. I think started it in this podcast, like listening to an entire thing all the way through.
Right.
It's a lost art because I listen to shuffle all day. I listen to music all day, pretty much. But like
How do you spell vinyl?
VINYL, and
Right there with you on that one, Will.
yep, and yeah, I don't know. It's pretty fun. So hopefully you guys.
I misspell vinyl so poorly, autocorrect can't even recognize it.
Oh wow.
Me too.
Visine.
Mine is definitely.
Oh yeah.
I cannot do it, and
Defiantly.
autocorrect
goes
won't give it to me
defiantly.
anymore.
Well,
Yeah, so
okay,
annoying.
so that's kind of a good segue of like, hey, who do you want us to interview this year? Who do you want us to reach out to? So if
And have them reach out to us so we don't have to do any work.
well, I'm talking about. No, I know.
I'm
but
just kidding.
I'm talking about like the bigger bands and stuff.
Yeah, yep. No, I mean, I can't imagine. We've been doing this. We've been talking to so many people for 9 months now, or 8 months, or whatever it's been. People are writing. People are making music.
Yes.
We're gonna have an explosion. People are gonna lose their fucking minds.
Oh yeah, and the bill is about to pass that gives NEVA the funding. Did you hear that? Part of the new stimulus bill.
Gives who
got-
the funding?
The Save Our Stages
Oh yeah.
is in that.
Wow.
So
Fuck
it
yeah.
did get passed.
That's great.
That's good. Get some money for the.
Yes. So
the
that
good
was
people.
huge. That was huge.
That's fantastic.
Well, shit. So what's next? Next year? What do you guys think? Same old, same old. I think we're gonna be doing this again for another year. I don't think
Yeah.
we're gonna get live
Why
music.
wouldn't we?
Well, I think that towards the end of the year, they're projecting that we should, all have at least 70% of us will have the what is that?
The vaccine,
The
yeah.
vaccine, and then we can start doing the herd immunity because then it won't overload our hospitals.
We've had a lot of people in our inner circle get COVID recently. We thought that we had COVID. We're actually day 10 away from someone that works for me that has it. We were with them for Christmas. Yeah. And we are okay. We've had other people that worked with us that were there that went and got tested that are clear, but still every cough, you're like, yeah. But so I think it's inevitable. We're gonna get it. We sure it'd be nice to have that vaccine first. Before that, I've kind of flip-flopped back and forth on that. So
yeah, I think I'll just get it.
I'm gonna get it.
The healthcare workers are getting it, and
I got scared thinking like, oh shit, I've got it. Like twice this week.
Oh, I think it too.
I was around people. And I was like, I've got it. Like I'm just waiting. Like tomorrow, am I gonna wake up sick? Is it the next day? And I've got this autoimmune disease thing for my arthritis, and I was like, who knows? Who fucking knows, man? So, anyways.
Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear your masks.
Yeah. Do all the stuff that you know that you're supposed to do.
Right.
All right. Well, that was a great show, you guys.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
2021.
We're gonna do a lot of shit this year. I'm gonna still do a lot of things. You can't hold me back. I can't get held back.
Good boy.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn 40.
Turn 40 pretty soon.
Oh.
And I'm gonna do best of songs. So like I was asked earlier, it was my favorite group. I said Guardrail, but there's so fucking many other ones.
I went through the list. I can't pick one.
I'm gonna do a top 20 for me.
Right.
It's coming up soon. All right, Jeff. What about you? Last thoughts.
Woo. It's been great. Thank you so much for starting this Jeb and Courtney, Will, love spending Sundays with you. Yeah. Everybody else, wear your masks, be safe.
Mr. Will Ridge.
Please wear condoms.
We don't need any more of you.
Anyways, good luck. And this has been a crazy ride, crazy year. We're going to get through it as we always will. Anyways, God bless. Love you. See ya.
All right.
Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. Share with a friend and do all the ratings and stuff. It helps us.
Yeah, please click the follow and the subscribe and things, even if you don't want to. Right. I do it. I don't listen to it.
Join the Facebook group.
Then the Facebook group is out, and it's fun. People are starting to share it through that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Cool. Well, I'm going to be seeing you guys soon. We'll see you next week. Don't freak out. All right, that's it. Yep. Let's go ahead and we're going to play another song. We're going to call it From the Vault. It's the Back Nine, one-nighter, no fighter. You guys be good this week.
Bye.
Deuces.
Hey.